Hey, what's up, my people? How you doing? My name is Dalton, and this is my channel. Now, I want to talk to you a bit today about a company. But first, I want to say hello to all my new and existing subscribers and all my viewers. What's up? Hope you're doing well. I ask you to subscribe. Okay, give this video a thumbs up, and I welcome your respectful comments. All right, so let's do this. Basically, I'm gonna go over. Basically, this is gonna be about an incident that happened to me, the law firm, and what I call my superhero female lawyers, and of course, helpers in the law firm. All right. Now, I'm gonna make short and brief as I can. And this is not a paid advertisement. This really did happen. Okay. And the company is Stern and Cohen. Okay. They're workman compensation lawyers. Now, what happened was I was at work at a retail store. It was a rather beautiful day, and except for allergies, we already know that. And an incident happened. Luckily, it was caught on camera. Charges were filed, and also it was basically two guys decided to jump me at my retail store job that I used to have. Okay. And this caused a lot of things: injuries, mental, physical, spiritual. And I thought everything was cool until the company started talking weird and using weird language, like, we'll pay for that, we ain't gonna pay for that, even though it was on a webcam. So going through what I was going through, I know I needed help, and I got help from a law firm, Stern and Cohen. And they're based in Pennsylvania. Okay. And I was so helpful to get that because that took a major strain off of me. They took care of the hard work while I was seeing a therapist and still seeing a therapist, and was getting the healing I needed mentally, spiritually, and physically. Now, the law firm, as I stated, as you can see the shirt, Stern and Cohen. Okay. They were great. And I'm looking down because I wrote notes, so I won't make this too long. Okay. Now, when I talked to a law firm and they helped me like you would not believe, and I want to give thanks to my lawyer, Katie, and all the extra help from her assistants, Emily, Chelsea, Mallory, and just the whole firm. Okay, and I call them my superhero girls because they were there every step of the way to help me physically, get the help I need, make sure my doctors was helping me, assign me to good doctors, all that. Okay, and they even had the patience to deal with my annoying little questions. Now, it's not like on TV. The only aspect is like on TV is that corporations are cold. They offer themselves, and no matter how nicey they try to play towards you, it's best to get a lawyer because it's all about them. And I learned that a very, very hard way. Hopefully you will not have to. And if you have a case even if it happened close to a year ago, it all depends on the state. Every state has different laws. But if you have a case, even almost up to a year ago, you can get a lawyer, okay? And you can get representation. And I'm just so grateful for them. Now, as I stated, it's not like on TV. It took months of therapy, and I'm still going through some therapy. Months of therapy, 6 to 9 months. Okay, I mean, all of this. So it's not like on television. Okay, and what I like about them is they did not treat me like a number. You know, when I called, they didn't say, "Oh, is this case number 2254?" Because some places do. You know, and they were totally respectful for me. Okay, and they made sure I got the help I needed. So that's what I wanted to tell you about them. Now, about the people that assault me, yeah. They got their photos. They were on cam. They were on cam when they did it. And it is ongoing investigation. Pretty sure by now there's arrest warrants out for them. Yes, I did file charges. And I would suggest anyone, even if it's someone stalking you, file charges. Okay, it helps the police. It helps you. It gives you a case number. You can keep on top of if they called them, what's going on with it. File those charges. Now, when a battle comes to you, I would not suggest that you fight every single battle. You should choose wisely whatever battle you are going to fight. But you'll know within you what battle that you should fight. And you really should get a good law firm. And just because a law firm advertises on TV or they say they get billions and billions and all this other stuff does not mean, and just because the law firm's huge does not mean that they're going to treat you like a person, and does not mean they're going to get the best for you. Okay. And that's what I like about them. They do have, I think, 4 and 4.5 star rating on Google reviews. Okay. And they did a great job. And I wanted to tell y'all about that. And, you know, they were there every step of the way. And a lot of stuff can be done strictly through video. Okay. If you don't have transportation, if you have a hard time with English, they can get someone to interpret for you, okay? Now, one thing I want y'all to remember is that all law firms, if they don't have them, they can hire them, have private eyes, okay? So don't get tricked into doing something stupid because there's a pretty face, whether male, female, both, whatever, okay? And always be honest and legit. And let your lawyer know, okay? Not their lawyer, but let your lawyer know. So, but always be honest and legit. Now, one of the last things I want to tell y'all is, if you do or don't get a judgment or a settlement in your, in your favor, and a lot of times they do try to settle, remember, this is my advice to you. Don't tell anyone how much money you got. How much money you received is your own personal business, okay? I can't stress that. Money changes people, okay? From the holiest people to the evilest people, money changes people. I'm gonna give you an example of a true story. I knew someone, And this person had a lawsuit. This happens with people who win the lottery too. This person went through all the ups and downs, emotional stuff of lawsuits, and there will be emotional stuff. It will change. It'll affect you, your family, friends. It will be emotional stuff that you will go through. Okay. But once that person got the settlement, that person gave their relatives half that they were living with. 2 days later, their relatives kicked them out with no place to go because they thought they saw the commercials and stuff and they thought this person, and I knew the person, and they confided me on how much they got, and they gave them half, but they thought the person got more and they deserved more than half of what that person got, and they kicked them out with no place to go. Okay? So no matter who you are, keep however amount of money you get to yourself. That's your own personal business. No one has the right to know. Okay? And you know, and use it wisely. You know, don't go buy tons of gold change and try to be flashy or try to get outside approval by giving all your money away and trying to be flashy, you know what I'm saying, and giving all your money away to organizations or people to get their approval of you. That external validation. Don't do that. Use your money wisely. Keep it all to yourself. Keep how much you make and what you do with it to yourself. And beware of the manipulators and people trying to manipulate you in any way, shape, or form, because they will come out the woodworks, okay? And it could be family members, friends, people could be jealous of you. All types of weird stuff could happen, all right? People who don't even know you. So that's one thing you also want to be careful of. But back to what I was saying, one of the best firms I've ever dealt with, they all were great, professional, and very helpful, and patient with me. I felt, like I said, like a person and not a number. And that is a very unique thing to have done to you this day and time. Okay. Yeah. So that's about it. I want to tell you about the company, how great they are. If you're around Pennsylvania, I think they even work outside of Pennsylvania, and you have an injury or something like that, or something that happened to you, don't get talked out of it by the company or something like that. Get yourself a lawyer, okay, so they can take care of that part while you as an individual heal and get better and start preparing for your new reality and new life. All right. And I guess I'll wrap to y'all later. Y'all stay cool out there and be safe. Peace.